Okay. So maybe... I don't feel super confident that this is Cicely Sanchez, because she said in her article... Alright? Where was it? Here. Where was it? The last time he and I met, he'd even switched out his orange suits for the same green ones Elias wore. So I don't think this is Cicely Sanchez. He's in this picture. He's wearing a... He's wearing an orange suit, right? So I don't know who these people are. That's my guess. Leper says, I have an idea. What is your idea? I'm going to go back to searching these things. Brazil is the only region where which caviar-flavored 5 pieces were a hit. Primary reason that the factory still exists to this day is solely to create that flavor, which comes in its own standalone 5 pieces bag with Portuguese writing. Yeah, maybe there's a photo of the author lady on the hardcover of the book. It's very possible, but I don't know, like... we don't have the name of it. We don't have the name of the Guy Hudson book. Because if we look... Where was it? Mid-1981, months after I moved on, he called me back and showed me a final draft. Published one copy of a book that had my name on it, big shiny embossed letters. Like, we don't have a name for the book. Didn't she write a Van Gogh bio? She did, but I don't have the name of that one either. So... Biography of Van Gogh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have anything. We don't have anything else for her there. So that's a dead end for now. But we can figure... That's a clue that I'm going to stick a pin in. Because I think... it might lead somewhere, but we need to figure out... I need to go down the other rabbit hole first before I can, like, kill some other things. So, Portuguese writing. Small town called Alva Lagos. What does Alva Lagos mean? Lagos means lake, right? Sao Bernardo do Campo is a real place in Brazil. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnston looked up cities in Brazil that had a lot of manufacturing, so he could place a fictional factory there. He did not want to offend any Brazilians with the tale he was writing that involved corruption and politics, so this small town name he made up, Alvalagos, where the factory was located, was invented by mixing 2 other regions, Interlagos and Alvarenga. Wait, there was a book title on that page? I looked. There are book titles. Foreign Gospel, which I looked up. A Changed Man, which I looked up. Commissioned to write for Guy Hudson. Magazine called Piketty. Yeah, there's nothing new here. Roottrees Secrets, maybe? And that's the only thing I could check. Yeah, nothing. Okay. I can't get distracted. I need to stay on some of these. Roottree everywhere. Roottree Brazil. Roottree Canning Company after the newly elected local politician named Edson Soares. Hi, Toma. Hi, Raiders. I hope you're all doing well. Edson Soares was a Brazilian politician. You find a dissertation published by a college student as part of their PhD in history. It focuses on the rise of democracy in Brazil. Seems up until 1988, Brazil was run by military, and the politics during that time were often a hotbed for corruption and nepotism, including, or blah, blah, blah. The paper tells of a few politicians at the time, including Edson Soares. He's a former mayor of Alvalagos, Brazil. Before politics, he was a manager at an automotive manufacturing plant for a major American car company. He was put in charge of Alvalagos by the military government in 1973. Toaster is locked in. I am locked in, but also because my chat window is so small and I have chat on a second monitor, I have to zoom in to see it, so I can't see the raid alert when it pops up. Let's see. As mayor, he used to manufacture back to business to factories. It had two side effects. First, he became quite rich. Second, many locals were forcibly located. This did not make him a popular mayor. And what the paper speculates was a move to counteract this unpopularity. His wife, Sonia, was discreetly put in charge of a television station called Teleread. Former television station in Brazil, came in the 70s. Vacuum created the removal of different network. The lack of resources online, you know how much to go on, who ran it and when. Sonia Soares, I guess. He often used this connection to ensure supporters would appear on local television spouting his beliefs, emphasizing political victories. He remained in office until 1988, when he was defeated in the first election after the military government was no longer in control. After this election loss, he quickly left the town behind. It is not known where he has gone, but the dissertation even speculates that he likely fled to stay alive. All right. Can we get info about his wife? Not seem to be anyone. Sonia Soares, list online. Flavio Soares, who has a mother named Sonia. Flavio Soares is a young Brazilian newscaster with a bit of a cult following. Discourse surrounding him is, to put it in polite terms, lewd. Website about something called fan fiction that has a small section dedicated to him. It seems that women and some men of a variety ages and writing skill tend to find him worthy of inclusion in their stories. You skim some of the tales here and there and learn a common thread is that he's currently dating a supermodel named Ashley York. Many stories either seem to ignore her existence or get her out of the picture quite quickly. But her supermodel does ads for perfume, clothing, jewelry. Been protested by PETA for wearing fur. Dating a young Brazilian who's Flavio Soares. Okay, so the Soareses are clearly important because there's multiples of them. Mother's named Sonia. Flavio translates to golden haired. One website with a signed publicity photo seems to confirm this. His hair does not look very gold. To Natasha, kisses from Brazil, Flavio. Okay, I think we cracked it. So this is Flavio Soares. He's got to go here because there's no one else to connect to. This is Sonia something. And this is Edson Soares. And she was put in control of a TV network or something, right? Their TV? No. Media mogul, I guess. Okay. Okay. Favorite food is grilled steak. Zodiac sign is Libra. Ashley York. Many stories either seem to ignore her existence or get her out of the picture rather quickly. Fanfiction? Apparently been around for a while offline, but recently begun to gain popularity on the internet. After browsing a dedicated site to fanfiction, your first instinct is that while some of it is based in truth, it likely won't be a reliable or dependable resource for hard facts. For example, in one of the fanfictions you discover about Flavio, Ashley York is captured by pirates and Flavio must team up with a popular team of reptile ninjas to rescue her. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nothing. Clearly relevant. She's dating a young Brazilian news anchor named Flavio Soares. He is only 18. He's an 18-year-old news anchor? Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, okay. Ashley York, a British model, appeared on the cover of Teen Blast wearing a fur shawl 3 months ago. This appearance doesn't lead to anything useful or dating Flavio Suarez. In it, Teen Blast reporter asked how they met. I was in Rio for Carnival, and he was on one of the parade floats. I had no idea who he was, but I liked what I saw and told my people to... I lost my place. Invite him to the party I was going to. I felt pretty stupid once I realized that we were going to his party. Well, his mother's party. She runs a media empire down there called Sao Paulo. Okay. Massive media group owned by a mysterious woman named Sonia Alves. Okay. Seems Sonia Alves is a common name in Brazil, so she shortened her name to Nia to stand out in public's eye. According to a history page that focused on her company and vague searchable details, Nia received a significant inheritance in 1980 and invested it in many different manufacturing businesses in her hometown in Brazil. Same time, she just began to learn the ins and outs of running a television network. Okay, so I was right. She is a media mogul. She continued to work in television until 1988 when Brazil began its period of reform. She was in the perfect opportunity to launch her own media company. Now her media company owns television networks, magazines, newspapers, and advertising forums. She's doing some translating. The page about Nia lists her as unmarried, does not go into any other relationship history. Nia, she stays out of the spotlight, doesn't even appear at shareholder meetings. She sends a proxy. Okay. Okay. Sonia Alves, media mogul. Suarez Edson, he was a politician. Weird that it doesn't let me pick his job, but that's fine. Flavio Suarez. I guess it only is important for people that are actually end up related. This one's fucked, guys. I have no idea how we're gonna get to these. This is like actually crazy. I'm gonna assume this shit is right, because this was a rabbit hole that seemed relatively easy to unravel, and I am not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It is not happening. I guess I'm also assuming that's right, and that's right. Wait, this is 4 people, so there has to be someone here. Did I not get this right? Do I use her name? Do I use her name or her last name? No. Oh, unknown occupation, news anchor, right? Okay. I was gonna say, damn, I should have this locked in. I am killing it right now.
Hey there, it's us. So I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up. They're actually begging us to stop submitting new Roottrees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
She says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5 potential tree additions before anyone locks in from now on.
Dear God.
Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
Fuck you. Damn it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my next angle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we'll focus on these right next, I guess, because these will do it. And I think I already know how I'm gonna do this, right? Because we know that he was banging someone named Robin or whatever, right? From Australia. Charles Martin, who owned a company that manufactured licorice in Australia, was tapped, so it would be Robin Martin. Certain regions. Manufacturing shuttered in 1992 after the death of Martin. Roottrees also now serves as an importer and distributor. Featured many top 100 wealthiest women in the world list, she owns a private island off the coast of Australia where she reportedly has her own exclusive retreat. She has no husband, and there's widely circulated rumors from around the 70s that she had a medical procedure to ensure she would never have children. You find a joke on a site called Edgy Jokes that implies she's quite promiscuous and has a punchline involving Robin's eggs. Robin laid an egg. Get it? Like the Batmobile Joker thing? I don't know. Or maybe it's just bird eggs. Maybe she's a bird. For what it's worth, Martin seemed to lean into the rumors. In the 80s, she once showed up at a charity function with 3 very attractive men on each shirt that simply said satisfied partner on it. That's very funny. Okay, but I guess it can't be her then. Fuck, we're back to year 0. Or root 0 or whatever. Are there any others here? I guess he did. I guess if he's fucking his business partners, though. Can we just look at more of them? I guess I've done the first 2. Let's just do the third. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I can't use a computer. China Roottree is one of the companies created to manufacture and distribute Roottree candy. It was developed as a part of the Roottree Everywhere initiative in the summer of 1979. During the late 70s, China began to go through a period of economic reform, led to new opportunities for American companies, and the Roottree Candy Company decided to pounce. Long Hongbo, who was said to personally win over the Roottree family and was the owner of multiple textile factories, did not wish to import the ingredients and build a special factory to manufacture the candy in China. Instead, they made a deal to import bulk, unpackaged Roottree candy and label it not only for China but additional markets. Hongbo was already in his mid-50s when the deal happened. His brother Long Hongyu. After Hongyu died in 1992, it passed the oldest child from the next generation, Long Xinyu. Alright, let's look at all these people. Langtai Textile Corporation, which is a company that helped expand Rootree's products into China. The company seems very accomplished. Their site has quotes from many different reporters and news articles listed on it in every language. It's also mentioned quite often in websites about Chinese businesses. Those mentions are company-focused, not people-focused, don't offer anything. Their page contains a very rudimentary leadership timeline. Kind of looks like a family tree. It goes back at least 250 years. In the period where they began the Roottree deal, Long Hongbo in China, the family name comes first so long as his last name, was the CEO. He died before the internet was widespread. There's not much out there other than his name. Okay. Current CEO is woman listed simply as Xinyu. The site doesn't list her last name, though it does appear in the family tree below Hongbo. Longtai has a few American logos on the page. One is the Roottree logo, another is Tran Quilts. The third is Piece of Asia. Don't have much of a connection. They import cloth. What is Piece of Asia? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. According to their site, the Tai Long Tai translates to peaceful, so they chose their name in America to match. A lot of other companies listed here, too many to investigate. Fabrics and cloths at wholesale prices. The business is said to be owned by husband and wife Jerry and Linda Han. Chinese names are listed too. Jerry is Han Junwei and Linda is Lang Xinyao. Focus on philanthropy under the headline Hangin' with the Hans. Oh my god. The Hans were chosen because they donate significantly to causes that further Chinese American culture. Jerry and Linda were both in China and fell in love during college. Linda's father led a large company. This article never names it. After it expanded to the U.S., Linda's father approved their marriage so long as Jerry took over the U.S. portion of the business. Linda jokes the entire situation is something out of an Alanis Morissette song. How ironic it all ended up. I was absolutely terrified to move to the United States, but my big sister was desperately in love with the idea. She used to have this Butch Cassidy poster on the wall and was obsessed with Robert Redford. But somehow, Jerry and I were the ones sent here, and now we couldn't possibly imagine going back. When we had Mark, we never even considered giving him a traditional name. Meanwhile, my sister stayed in China and has thrived there. She doesn't even like visiting the U.S. anymore. Our kids are a complete opposite, though. Mark couldn't wait to travel abroad as soon as he was old enough. He's actually in business school in China now, working with my sister. Our niece, who grew up there, was the opposite. She couldn't wait to get here. She started calling herself Lucy Lang in high school and flew out here as soon as she graduated. The name apparently drove my sister absolutely loco. Lucy Lang is mentioned on the robotics website as part of Team Talonclaw. Team Talonclaw are the only 2 teams in the US participating in a robot-based show in the UK. Robotics Club of Mideastern University. Okay, hey. We found something. Small blurb mentions fighting robot leagues have existed for a few years. Robotics Club has a text-only site. You can find links from the university student section. Interview date from a few weeks back was canceled. Talon Claw listed team captain Jaya Patel, Lucy Lang, Kurt Hauser. Okay. Didn't we have a thing about Midwestern University? I thought we had something. The Heterald. Okay. Talon Claw. Let's fucking go. The Heterald has a story about their school's robotics team, Team Talon Claw. It lists 3 student members and talks a bit about each of their history, including their interest in robotics. Lucy Lang, she grew up in China as Min Lang, but came to the US specifically to attend university. She grew up around the factory scale machines that assembled products that would be shipped all over the world. As she exists for major, she became obsessed with smaller, more powerful hydraulics, such as the mechanism in the Talon Claw's weapon. Loves linguistics. One of her hobbies has been collecting accents. In her spare time, she practices not only removing any trace of her native inflection, but also quickly switching between multiple different regional accents. She feels her personal best is Southern Belle, but her favorite is the Valley Girl due to its use in pop culture. Hell yes. Okay. And this is Hong Shin Yu, right? Oh, fuck. I don't remember their name. Shit. Hold on. Lang Xinyu in China, the family name comes first, so Lang is her last name. Running Lang Tai Textile Company. She was recently listed in an article on the website written by and for women. The article, entitled Empowered, is about the recent rise of women entrepreneurs in China. The article states that due to her lack of brothers, she has a younger sister. Lang Xinyu took over as CEO of the family's company in 1992 after her elderly uncle was deemed unfit to run the company. Extremely controversial move amongst the company's employees. Article does not state how many quit and wrote a letter stating that she must have coerced him in his vulnerable state. Since then, the company has been performing well. Her nephew, who is currently her second in command, is expected to take over. And the unproven leader could doom us all. Okay. In the meantime, the board's stance has been a twist on popular prologue. The article roughly translated as, someone that has proven they can do well can do it 100 times well. An unproven leader could doom us all. The article also offhandedly mentions that Xinyu was an early adopter of in vitro fertilization and helped her sister have a child. There's an unsourced picture of Xinyu in the article. It says that it's from 1992 when she took over. She was 45 at the time, been added to your evidence. Okay, so I was a little bit wrong, but I was right in the end somehow. I was really worried there for a second. So in what I thought was that where we go? Where are we? I'll just history. Hold on. Where was I? Hanging with the Hans. I thought Linda Lang was her. I'm stupid. Linda Han. I thought the thing here was that she was obsessed with Butch Cassidy and was okay. Big sister loved the United States until she didn't. So I thought that the translation was wrong for peace in Asia or whatever, right? Peace of Asia. Lang Jinyao. I thought it was Jinyu and we just had to jump to this. But I guess not actually. I guess this is just the younger sister. But because she did in vitro, she actually cheated with what's his name. And she loved America until she didn't. And that's why she never goes back. Okay. This is all coming together. We've mapped this shit out complete. Oh, I didn't realize I actually got her right. Fuck yeah. We got all these people right, y'all. I am confident. Which means this shit is the next thing to do. And I have no idea where to go with this. So that's bad. I do have a lot more periodicals now. Can I search Miami Times for Mark Clementine? Nope. Wasn't that his name? Was I right about that? Am I stupid? No, he's from Portland. Where did I just read someone else was in Portland? Ruby Spratt. Local gas station chain in the hometown of Portland. Okay. Ruby Spratt in Portland. Let's look this up. Ruby Spratt was featured in the Portland Telegraph when she was in high school, an article called Local Teen Making Change for Foster Care System. According to the article, Ruby Spratt grew up in the foster care system, was apparently the valedictorian of her school, and was a Girl Scout who was earning her Gold Award. This required a project to help the community, and Ruby chose to raise money to build a fountain she called the Foster Fountain. The fountain was a few small pedestals that stick up high above water. People are expected to toss coins into it for good luck and will be encouraged to aim to the top of the pedestals. All the coins scraped from the bottom are slated to be donated to Portland's foster care system. Coalition of local businesses that sponsored the fountain have committed to matching any of the donations that successfully land on the targets. Fountain of Youth, also known as Foster Fountain, is a fountain located in a small park in Portland. All donations, blah, blah, blah. Website for Portland's Parks and Recreation mentions under trivia section that the Fountain of Youth was originally conceived by Ruby Spratt, an alumni of the foster care system. As more businesses signed on as sponsors, it grew in scope even beyond Spratt's original hopes. The fountain is unique because it has special targets that visitors can aim their coins towards. There's a huge amount of money from each business, but more than 100 businesses have agreed to participate, so each penny becomes $1. How the fuck does that help me? Fuck. Oh, I thought that was like an actual lead. I was like so fucking convinced. I was so ready. I was so ready for that to work, and it didn't fucking work. God damn it. Fuck. Okay. I need to look back through all this shit. Because he's our next... This has to be our next thing, right? Nothing for that. Infamy list. Florida. Mark is listed as being from Los Angeles. Basket Baby of 1950. Did I ever find this? Real life Baby Moses situation. Apparently, she was a rather prominent supporter of the concept of adoption. They left a baby on her doorstep in a basket. According to the site, she adopted him without question, raised him as her own son. Became known as Basket Baby, even went on tour with her as he grew up. None of the websites state who the woman or baby were, prevent people from looking into either of the people too closely. You know that it's Mary Beth Clementine would later be shunned due to her personal life, and her son Mark, who would later be known as Crocodile Clementine. Yeah. There was like a thing about famously punched a principal named Billy Sims. Received national press. Do I have any other? Miami Mercury. Nothing. Herald. Nothing. Portland Telegraph. We already read this one. Comedic sensationalism. Is it in Piketty? Oh, yay. Piketty magazine is kind of sleazy, so they're not afraid to publish a few details more reputable news publications normally wouldn't. You look at Billy and you find, and it seems they did report on it. You gain a few new bits of information, though it might not be useful. Billy Sims was once arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was found to be testing their products on animals. According to police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by Tostarito Jacobson. Is this a real fucking name? Totino's Pizza Rolls Jacobson? Fairly expensive. Piketty interviewed other students that were at the event to find out if they knew anything, and word was going around that Mark Clementine showed up because his daughter Mary was graduating that night. I don't know. I don't know if that's right, but... Fuego's Fiesta, a regional Mexican fast food chain, held a competition in 1993 that offered free meals for life for anyone that legally changed their name to Tostarito. The Tostarito was a burrito with cylindrical tostada shell inside the flour core tortilla. He's a crunch wrap. Tostarito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda. What the fuck? I'm so confused at where this leads. I am baffled. What? Okay. That's fine. Mary. Okay, so I'm gonna... Let's see. A Mary Webb in San Diego has a website called Web on the Web. Apparently, it's a personal travel diary that also doubles as an advertisement for her travel agency. Okay, she's a travel agent. There are descriptions of Mary's services, including booking flights and cruises. Almost all of them involve extremely niche audiences. It seems Mary is the #1 agent when it comes to booking spiritual vacations aboard ghost ships. She has a dedicated section for more traditional modern cruises that cater to specific groups such as fans of boy bands. I'm going to look her up in Teen Blast next, I guess. Are we on a Brazilian tabloid rabbit hole, asks Zept? Yes. Diary entry, she talks about trips she's personally taken, used as an opportunity to feature descriptions of amenities and excursions that the ships offer, even when you're on them to see a specific band or ghost. Pictures of ships, hotels, landmarks, and places she's visited, as well as a picture of Mary herself with a ship in the background. One of her diary entries actually mentions that the day the photos were taken, she was allowed onto the ship on a port day in San Diego with a professional photographer she knows. The photo of Mary has been added to your evidence. Alleged ghost ship from the 1800s, lost at sea, turned up without any crew several years later. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but fans love to tour it. A company called Corporate Composition Photography is listed on the top left. 2 different sites for businesses in San Diego. It seems to have been possible to hire them to take professional quality photos for businesses of all sorts. It appears to no longer exist. Company is also mentioned on a photography site with some IRC chat logs. It seems that the site is personal page of a member of an IRC photography channel. Can you even... I guess you can send photos and files over IRC. I've done that before. One of them was from 1996 when Val, the former head photographer from Corporate Composition Photography, did a Q&A with their users about taking pictures for promotional materials and print ads. Most of the questions and answers are pretty technical. They not only seem irrelevant, but generally go over your head. One of the questions, however, mentions that Val was on a cover of Telephoto and asks about Iraq. The question was quickly shut down by the person running the Q&A, so Val does not wish to answer any questions from his photojournalism days, nor does he wish to talk about LBP. Please keep on the subject of commercial photography. Okay. What the fuck is LBP? Lebanese pound. Lower back pain, lead-based paint. Lynch Building Plastics. Lexington Business Payroll. Laura's Bras and Panties. Luxury Bridal Photography. Photography business, which is a good start. Nicholas, he goes by Nick Luxury, but you doubt that's a real name. Hmm. Wait. Iraq. Fucking damn it. LBP. What the fuck is the LBP? Long Beach Peninsula? Lincoln Baby Photography? Seems like a solid lead as it mentions a Val, an award-winning photographer on the page. Lincoln. It's a business in Beacon, New York. On the site is a picture of a baby and a camera caption, Cam Lincoln. Okay. So this must be... Guess he takes after his father. And then this means I can look up in the periodicals telephoto Val Lincoln. Featured in telephoto cover, which was one of his photos, as well as portions of the article have been added to your evidence. Clementine. Holy shit. Okay. Lisa Clementine. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, fuck me. Damn it. I think I have this wrong. All right. After graduating, he tried to pivot... Okay, blah, blah, blah. Val got his start in high school when he took a photography class because, in his own words, he couldn't decide what else to do and thought it would be best career in the world to shoot for Playboy. Quickly found he had a knack for it, began to skip lunch in his free period, spend more time in the darkroom. After graduating, he tried to pivot to landscape photography but didn't have any passion for it. I work much better when I'm trying to tell the story of a person or an object. He got lucky when a photographer mentor of his who was going overseas to cover the war decided to take a chance on him. Most people wouldn't call it lucky to go to an active war zone for no pay, but he bought me my plane tickets, all my meals, and even pulled some strings so we could rush my passport. For someone that had never had a real job or even left California, it was a hell of a break. Val was only 19 at the time and shot the photo that won him an award the third night he was there. The photo depicts Lisa Clementine, who lost an arm in Operation Desert Saber. According to the article, women were not subject to direct combat, and Lisa was in a vehicle at the time. The vehicle had to pull over suddenly when the road ahead was partially destroyed, and she and a fellow soldier were severely injured by a landmine. Val says, I ran into Lisa just after her surgery and took this picture. Then until she shipped out, I kept finding excuses to go back and take more pictures of her. Guess it was fate because that's the photo that won me an award, got me into your magazine, and also led to my engagement. Just earlier this week, she agreed to become Miss Lincoln. Okay. This is Lisa. And then this must be Mary. She is a travel agent. And she is a veteran? Let's look up Lisa Lincoln, I guess, right? We find an amputee lost limb in Desert Storm. She runs a support group for fellow veterans in Beacon, New York. She makes another appearance listed as a professor at West Point, a military college. If I get this right, I mean, this should have fucking locked in. God damn it. Oh, no. Once again, I fucked up. Oh. Let's go. Okay. So we got all these. And we're so close to greatness. We're so close to solving Roottreemania.